Hey guys, how are you doing? Today we're gonna talk about Black Widow. So, after a long wait, Black Widow is finally here, and let's just talk about it. So, Black Widow describes the time when Civil War is just over, and Natasha Romanoff actually helped Captain America get away with Bucky. So, basically, they are in hiding. Natasha is also in hiding. So in the meantime, she meets her sister, Elena, who is also a trained assassin, just like her. So they both get together, and with time, she realizes that the person who was responsible for everything wrong that happened to them is still alive. So basically, it becomes her, goal to find that person and make sure he doesn't do it again. So basically, this movie is supposed to show you exactly who Natasha Romanoff is, apart from being an Avenger. So in this movie, she confronts her past. She gets to see her sister Elena. She meets her parents, and basically she meets people who she hasn't seen over 2 decades. So basically, this movie is more like a family reunion for Natasha Romanoff. Now let's talk about the characters in the movie. Apart from Natasha, you get to see her sister Elena, who is played by Florence Pugh, and she is amazing, particularly with that Russian accent. I mean, I have seen her act before, and I have known she is a good actor. And in this movie, I think she does exactly what she's supposed to do. She does exactly what she's given to do. There are times when she behaves exactly like a typical younger sibling, and I guess she is being a younger sister here, so that's good. Apart from her, you will also see Natasha's parents. Her father, Alexei, is played by David Harbour. Again, I have seen him, I have seen his acting. I know for a fact that he's a good actor. And I think with what is given to him, he has actually done well. But I don't think he's able to make an impact here because, he's the father and he's also playing the character of Red Dragon, who is kind of Captain America of Russia. So he's supposed to have this superpower. He's supposed to be a super soldier, but I don't know, it doesn't seem like he is. Yes, the circumstances hasn't been in his favor, but being a super soldier, I think he could have done so much more in the movie. He could have made an impact. He's just being unnecessarily funny in the movie, and I don't really understand why. Every time there is something that you feel like feeling, you feel like you're getting involved in there is a joke thrown at you, and I actually don't understand why that's happening. I have been seeing Marvel movies for so many years, basically from the beginning, and I understand Marvel humor, and it's actually very funny. You understand the point, you get the scene what's happening. But here in this movie, I don't know how relevant that is, but a joke is thrown at you and you tell yourself that I don't think that was funny. So that was the scene with David Harbour. Despite being a good actor, I don't think he has been given enough to do in the movie. Now I understand the context of the movie that Natasha Romanoff has been confronted with her past, and she has to make it stop. She has to make sure that nobody else ends up like her. So Natasha and Elena, they both team up and try and find this person who turned them into who they are right now. So in the meantime, before they find this person responsible, in the meantime, they have to have some action. They have to get the ball rolling. So in the meantime, we get another villain, that is the Taskmaster. And I don't think I have known Taskmaster as much, but from whatever I know, I can say that Taskmaster is much more of an evolved character and has an amazing, a pretty dark background, which I think has been completely omitted in the movie. It could have made such an emotional impact. You could have felt for the Taskmaster, why he's doing what he's doing and what's the history behind it, but you don't get to see any of it in the movie. Of course, the action scenes in the movie are amazing. They are pretty good, of course, a Marvel classic. But apart from that, there is not much in the movie that can give you the feeling that it's a Marvel movie. I didn't feel like it was a Marvel movie. Okay, so now let's talk about the main villain in the movie. I can tell you that he has not much of a screen time, but whatever screen time he has, he keeps claiming that he's the most influential person in the whole world. He can make an impact anywhere in the world, and he's the one controlling everything. but I didn't see it that way. I didn't feel it that way. I don't understand why it happened. I guess the narrative was just built in that way. You don't really feel like this villain is actually a villain. I mean, MCU movies has history of portraying their villains in the most fascinating of ways, because you see, when a hero is fighting a villain, it depends on the strength of the villain, that how it's gonna make the movie feel, how it's gonna, empower the hero, how it's gonna make him even better. And I mean, I still remember the first time I heard this dialogue, in the Age of Ultron. Ultron says that there are no strings on me. And I remember this dialogue. I think I have seen it in the trailer or probably the teaser of the movie. And I still remember that after seeing that dialogue, after seeing Ultron's expressions, even though he was a machine, after seeing his expressions, I was so much blown away. I used to say this dialogue all around. I used to talk to my brother about this dialogue. I mean, there are no strings on me. This single dialogue gives so much depth and makes you feel so much. It's just enough, I think, to give a character to Ultron. Even though he's a machine, he still has a character, he still has a personality. And just from one sentence, you can see that how he is so free, that he's not really affected by anything that he does or anything that happens in the world. All of that is lacking in the movie. I was very disappointed. I know this movie was not relevant to the whole MCU Endgame storyline, and that's probably why it was released at the end of it. But this could have been so much better, because Natasha Romanoff was not just a person who had a family, but a person who went through so much in order to be a trained assassin, in order to be a trained killer. And all of that could have been portrayed in the movie, and it could have been made dark. I mean, I understand there is enough amount of action in there, but the dark element of the movie could have been elevated. It would have been so much better with all that. I mean, I don't know why it's been done the way it's been done, but it could have been so much better. So basically, it's a movie that is supposed to show a part of her where, she's not just an Avenger. And despite it being the purpose, I think I've seen more of Natasha Romanoff in other MCU movies. I didn't get to see much of her in this one, because throughout the movie there's just one dialogue that I actually felt like something that affected me, which was Natasha saying to her sister that I never let myself be alone long enough to think about it. So she's basically talking about her past and how being with the Avengers didn't let her remember all these things. And you understand this, why she's talking about this. So whatever this dialogue makes you feel is not because of this movie, but because of the whole build-up that you have been seeing for the last 10 years. The movie as a standalone isn't as good. I mean, if you have been watching Marvel movies and MCU movies for the last 10 years, then of course you can give it a watch, but don't expect too much from it, because I did and I was utterly disappointed. And the dialogues in the movie, even the ones that should make you feel emotional, even they feel empty. I think this movie lacks a bit of substance, because the whole storyline is weak. There is not much substance to it. In other MCU movies, even though Natasha Romanoff has a really short screen time, she still makes an impact in those movies, and you, despite not having any superpowers, you still see her as an Avenger. But in this movie, you don't get to see any of that, and that's a shame. I guess after Endgame, it's just a formality. So overall, I can say that there is nothing great about this movie that you can remember, apart from Scarlett Johansson playing Natasha Romanoff. The fight scenes in the movie, the hand-to-hand combat scenes and falling from the sky and still fighting, those scenes, they are very good. I mean, nothing like we have never seen, but yeah, they are good. I think Black Widow could have a very dark storyline. It could have still brought out the dark element of the character, because Natasha Romanoff, we have always seen her as an Avenger and she's always been part of a group. but we haven't got to know her as an individual. It could have affected the viewers emotionally. It could have been so dark, considering what happened to these women, you know, to Natasha Romanoff herself. But it didn't feel anything at all. After watching the movie, I somehow felt like the bits and pieces we watched in the trailers of the movie, I think they were much better than the movie itself. So yes guys, don't expect too much from this movie. I'm not gonna say it's a good movie because I know for a fact that it could have been so much better. I mean, if you have been watching MCU movies from the beginning and really like Natasha Romanoff, then go ahead and watch this one. But like I said, don't expect too much. So that's it for today guys. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like if you liked it and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.